You ready? Whoop whoop. Oh, all I can say is good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you have not looked outside, guess what? There's a little bit of snow. Nothing like they said. I mean, some places, to be honest, they've had it absolutely hammering down. So I will send my thoughts out to those people who are stranded, those people who are knee deep in snow. But at the moment here in the East Midlands, it's kind of minimal. It's on the floor. It makes the place look clean and tidy, which is what I like. Other than that, it's cold. I've got a radiator down here and I've had to uncover it. Normally I cover it because in this room with the PCs it gets quite warm. So I've uncovered that. And today I want to have a fish. Today's theme for me is a fishing day. And a fishing day for me means I'm going to go out on the boat, catch some fish, and then hopefully later on this evening I've got a little bit of a challenge with some of the 50 plus squad members, which I'm kind of looking forward to because I'm going to win. I have this, what can I say, second sight that I will win tonight. So the guys will come on, they'll try their best, and as usual, 50 will win. So let's get this game up and running because I have only been up for about an hour or so. Kind of had, well, call it a lie-in for me. I call a lie-in for me anything 10 o'clock, 10:30. Yeah, that's a lie-in for me, that is. That is a lie-in. Let's check the volume on the game. And I think the last time I played this, I needed to get, I think it was 400,000 in order to upgrade my ship. I was adamant I wasn't going to take a loan from the bank because the fish that you catch, depending on how you lay your nets, can be quite substantial. You can get the hooks from 25, 50, and I think it's 1,000 hooks, which brings in quite a bit of money for you. I haven't taken any challenges from anywhere else, so I'm going to continue the career and see how I do. Have a look. Let's see how I get on with this. It's a lovely game to play as well. And again, I've got to remember all the controls. I have to remember all the controls because my brain does not function like everybody else's. Right, okay, so we are moored up. Reputation, super fisher. I won't go that far. I won't go that far at all. And again, I have to remember what to do. So let's have a look. Oh, this is what I love about these games. The controls. I think I have to press that one. Get out. Go fishing. First of all, let's have a look what I've got first. So unbaited, I've got a 250, and I think what we were looking for was, I don't think mackerel was available at the time, and I think I was using, somebody said something about shrimp. Yeah, because that's what I need. If I bait one up with shrimp, bait them all up with shrimp to start with. Right, that's, I think that's them done. I'm not going to buy any more hooks. I'm just going to try and see how I get on at the moment and see what. I think I'm ready to go now. Let's have a look. Yep. You have to reverse. I have to reverse first. And let's just see how I get on. think it's M. Yep, that's M. So work out all species. Right, so I've got some out already, and that's where the fish, or should I say that's where I need to be. Where the fish are at the moment. Oh, I've got one here which is carrying, that's been out for 14 hours. These have only been out for 4 hours. Let's just have a look. See how I get on here. 50's trying to catch his Sunday dinner. Let's leave it at that for now. Volume here. And we'll see how I get on. I've got my fishing cap on. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Oh. I've kind of messed around with some of the graphics on this game so that it actually looks reasonable, because it's difficult. 80 come across my bugs yet. What bugs are they? I haven't found. The only bug I've found in the game, to be honest, is trying to make it look nice, which I've played around with it a little bit, so that the water looks like water and that the mist doesn't look like it is blocking any scenery. Other than that, mate, everything's okay. And how are you? It's not too bad. I've had to drop some of the settings down so that it looks like this. Otherwise it looks, how can I say, very foggy, very cloudy. That's what I have found out about the game. And I didn't see your first message because I have a bar running across the top, so hello to you. And I want to make sure that I'm going to kind of put one down here. I'm going to drop another one here. I'm going to try and work out, well, I can bring that in, which is going to give me some money straight away. I've got to missions get stuck, missions stop getting stuck. I think they haven't had an update yet. I'm just looking at the other screen and there's nothing about everyone. A new update 1.012 is up. In this patch we fixed a lot of the crash issues and also enabled Steam Cloud Save, update crew meals and much more. The new patch for Fishing Barn at Sea is released on Steam for download right now. Change added Steam Cloud Save and other bits and bobs. So they seem to have done an update, and I think I've got mine set for automatic update anyway, so we'll see what happens anyway. If you notice anything, just let me know. If you do notice anything, sir, it would be much appreciated. So I'm coming into first part. I mean, I do like to play the game and I don't really play it that often, even when I'm off stream, so right, we'll go into, let's just start to slow down. And again, with a lot of these games, it's excuse me, it's trying to remember half of the keys. Right, so we're probably in the middle there now. So what I'll do, I will come to a stop. Oh, do you know what? That's a 2 month. That, you know what? I appreciate that from you, because I know how flipping happy you are. Thank you very much for that. That deserves one of those.
You're ready.
A 2 month subscription, thank you. Oh, no, that's good. Thank you very much for that, Slim. I think it's Slemmin, yeah. Thank you very much for that, and I do really appreciate that from you. I really do. Thank you very, very much. Adi, I think in a way, when you're saying that if you're, there's, how can I put it? There's bugs that are going to benefit you, which is the one that you've just said. Sub for life. Woo, I like that emote. I do like that one. There's the one that you've said, which is your ship's not taking damage, which for you is going to be beneficial to you, because then you haven't got to repair it. You've also said that there are more. So if you do spot anything for me, please let me know. Good or bad things. Oh, I know somebody said there was an issue with the crew, and I haven't taken any crew at the moment because what I'm trying to do on this particular vessel, I wouldn't need a lot of crew. So what I'm trying to work out is if I can get my revenue, I'm up 240,000 now, and that's just by getting the fish, taking them back, selling them on. There are other tasks that you can do, but I will lurk. Gotta rest all for it. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't mind. You know me. I don't mind. I will still carry on as if I have 100, 1 person, or 10 in the room. First ship can't take on crew. Oh, okay. So there you go then. Thank you. And I'm glad if you know about the game, and I'm saying things that aren't correct, that you can correct me, so that at the end of the day, I'm giving people that are interested in purchasing the game the right information. Because when I played it last time, the guys were like saying it wasn't worth taking a £400,000 loan to go to the next ship, when if you look at the others, they're probably, what would they call them? What's the name they use for? They're proper fishing boats, if you get what I mean. Where this thing, it's nice and dirty, looks the business, and I think if you press, trying to work out what key it was it F1? Trying to work out what key it was to give you the inside views. I'm going to take a look at the controls so I can get them in my head. For some reason, I can't remember half the keys. B, thank you very much. Try that. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's it, V, yeah. So, and I just like the way it looks. And if I look at the bottom, F means you can walk around. That's it. Thank you for that. Right, okay. So, let's get this line down. You drop that one. Right, so that's that one out. And then I want to work out, I think I wanted to head over to this side here.
Is ready for stream. Y'all watch it.
Devil Beard 66 as on cue. Forever hosted me. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, sir. Normally one of the first every time I go live. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so we're going to come over to, we'll go this side. I've noticed it's like a lot of games. I like to watch, because you're a streamer, I like to watch a lot of games, and I feel I'm going to say this, I feel sometimes that some of the streamers rush through a lot of the games, and what happens is you don't actually get to see a lot of them. Because if you think about it now, how many people are doing Subnautica now? And for me as a streamer, I want to watch people. Even though I'll get some spoilers, and I just keep thinking to myself, I can't watch anybody. Because they've all stopped streaming the stuff I like to watch because they've rushed through it. And I then kind of think, I take my time. Sometimes I'm playing a game a lot longer than other people because I want it to last. I want to enjoy it. I want to see what the game's got to offer. I was enjoying when Subnautica first came out, the amount of people that were streaming it, because I was getting ideas. When this came out, Fishing Barents Sea, I enjoyed watching people because I learned how to play the game through watching people. It then gets you guys into the site that, oh, that looks interesting, I'll purchase that, I'll have a go at it. But they just, I don't know. I think some of us are just jumping the gun and just trying to get new games, but I don't know. I think it's me having a moan as usual. Right, let's see if I can... See, for me, that looks a lot better, that does now, than it did before when I was playing it. Right, so we're going to go out and put the last of the nets out. I've got a net over here, which I need to bring in because that's been out for 15 hours, and it looks like it's got something in the region of about, I'd say around about 80 fish. No, it must be over 100 and something fish because it's nearly halfway. And it's a nice game. This is another one. It's a pretty looking game. When you look at that side, it looks nice. Right, so we're heading in there. Well, come a little bit this side. Now, what's that? You've got... Is that a whale? What is this? Wow, oh, I remember somebody telling me about this. But let's head away from it. Let's not get no let's not get no injuries on anything. Yeah, I think they're I think the whales. Ah. So they have done an update on the game. Would you refer to whales as a, you know, like it's a school of fish? Would you refer to whales as a school of whales? Because whales are classed as animals, aren't they, as such? TARDIS Mechanic, thank you very, very much for the host. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much. Another good support of the stream. Thank you very much, sir. I'll have to see if I can find some Doctor Who stuff for you. Right, so what I've done, because I've been gassing like I've been doing, I've missed my whole point. The idea was I was going to put the last of the nets out, which I'm probably near now anyway. Then, yeah, I'll head down there. I was going to go and pick this one up, which has been out now for 16 hours. 50 concentrate. You don't see the area that you need to be in when you're actually on here, in the sense that it doesn't show you where the fish are. You have to keep hitting the map, and I'm practically there now anyway. I seem to feel I've got a bit of a croaky voice because I was coughing all last night. For some reason I've picked up another virus, in the sense that I had a cold earlier on in the month. My throat feels dry, that's why I'm drinking the tea, try and soothe my throat. But I don't feel ill in any way, in the sense that I don't feel like I'm getting a cold or anything. It's just my throat feels quite dry. Right, I need to turn that way. I can come into where the fish are. And I'm going to drop this line. Go down. Right, okay, so I'd say we're about here. About here should be nice. We'll go in a little bit further, and I'll just come to a standstill. Then what we'll do is we will drop these nets here. And we'll go off.
The 50 plus game is ready to stream. Y'all watch
BGC, what's that? Reganark, thank you very much for the host. And I did let that one out because I was too busy looking at... Oh, that's gone out there, so that's fine. So they're out. So let me head over to pick those other, or should I say the one net that I've got out over there, which is, let's have a look. Okay, so I'll have to go round. That's that side. Sorry if I ask anything I mentioned the... No, look, that's fine. You're doing fine. AD, don't worry about that. You are doing fine. I don't mind, and I kind of appreciate the fact that if I'm doing a game and people want to interact, I kind of prefer it that way myself. Right, so I'm heading slightly the wrong way. I'm heading back over to where those, I think they're whales. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I have to be careful because I don't want them to capsize the boat. That's what I don't want them to do. So I need to be heading away from them, which is this way. So it's north. Well, I do like the game. I think the game looks nice for a fishing game. Right, so they're heading toward... I'm either heading to them, they're heading towards me. Let's come this way. I think you get more of a feel of the ocean when you're actually in the boat, which is nice. And again, it's not a game that requires you to, should I say, get stressed out or I'll say kill anybody in it. Everyone's into these shoot 'em games and killing games. Right, so they are whales, or they could be shark. Dan lads, what's up, what's up, what's up? How are you? How they look now? Yeah, they look like the shark. Okay, no problem, matey. Right, well, they all seem to have disappeared. And we've got, I think that's a chemical plant. I would say there's a chemical plant over here. It would be nice, in a way, if these, although they are moored up, if it was to show them on occasion crossing just this part of the harbour and things like that, because that's really what would happen. And it would be a nice thing to see. I don't know what the future updates are going to involve, but this is still an early access game. And I believe something like that would be nice, because there's many times that a fishing trawler has to avoid something like that. Or like, what are they? Like a ferry or something going across. That would be nice. Because all I've noticed that whenever I play the game, you seem to be the only ship, or sorry, the only vessel that is out here when these things are all moored up. Right, so now, oh, we're here, look, we need to slow down. We're just coming to first part of my nets. We're over here. More or less come to a standstill when I come to them. I don't want to... Here we go. I'm turning slowly. There we go. So we'll bring those in. If I can remember rightly, you have to... That's right. Get those brought in. Perfect. Which is good. Not too. Oh dear. Think I'll survive the day. Think I'll survive the day with this dodgy throat of mine. See how I get on. Right, so yeah, we didn't pick up a great deal, look. What's that? 90, about 106 fish. So not brilliant. So this is what I love doing. Gutting the fish. I'm totally, outrageously rubbish at it. But I like to do it because they say practice makes perfect. So let's see how I go. Here we go. Oh, I told you, I'm absolutely pants at it. Oh dear. I don't know. I haven't even looked at a good way to do it or anything. I'm absolute rubbish. Well, that weren't too bad, but can't do that all the time. Look at that. Blue Army, hello, 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 hello. I am absolute rubbish at that, guys, I will say. The worst gutter you will ever see on the Barents Sea. If that makes any sense. Right, so what we'll do... I am fine, Blue Army. Absolutely fine. Although, you may call yourself Blue Army, but your lettering comes up pink on my stream. Like a purpley pink, so I'll correct that for you if you want, so that it always stays blue. Right, so what I need to do then is these have only just been out, so I really need to come back. I'm going to purchase more lines, and this area looks like it's still got quite a bit of fish in it. I know, Blue Army, I know you've got to, I know, I don't give things away like that. I knew it was you, Blue Brothers, I knew. But I kind of don't give things away, I don't. I don't know if you've rebranded yourself. Do you still go out as Blue Brothers? Because I have seen you streaming as Blue Brothers as well. And then odd occasions, because don't forget, the one thing you haven't changed is your badge. Even when you were streaming as Blue Brothers, you were still streaming under the same badge. That's how I knew who it was. But guess what? Fine. I've got to turn around. Yeah, I think that would be absolutely lovely if it was to cross the harbour every so often. It would just look nice, that ship. It's a chemical ship. It would look really nice. I'm going to head back. Try not to disturb my other net. So if I continue this way round, I may have to come... Yeah, I should be able to get through here. That's right, that badge. I'm sure that when you were going out as Blue Brothers, that you still had that badge by your name. And when I went onto your streams, you still had that badge somewhere in your stream. I can remember seeing it. I think it's I don't know, football teams. Is it a Chelsea or something? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a football person. I like to watch football. That's about it. I don't support a team because it just causes issues. And you lose friends, believe it or not. Oh, God. So, just down the road from me, Leicester. See, that just proves one thing, doesn't it? That I don't know football. I have just literally admitted to one thing and got it 100% right. So, Leicester's fame was that they won the league. And it was a massive thing for everybody when they won the Premiership. Massive thing for everybody. Because even here, Nottingham, where I'm from, we felt it just as much as Leicester did. Because it was absolutely everywhere. But like I say, they've done well. They've done it. Never done it before, and they've done it. And King Henry, there you go, look. How are you anyway? Right, so I'm coming in okay. I just need to make sure that I don't go into the harbour wall through talking. That's about right. I don't want to go into the harbour wall through talking. Oh, that's good then. That is good. ADI. Oh, we've picked up this first lot of fish, which it isn't a great deal because I've got extra storage on here anyway. So we've got gutted fish. I'd say that's about 1,000 kilograms, and we've got 3,993 free fish, which we'll get paid for. So I reckon that might bring in something in the region of between 20 and 30. Yemzy Dizzle, how are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody is around, which is good. Which is nice. I've got a bit of a dodgy throat as well, and I don't know how I've got that, but do you know what? I think it might have been all the talking and laughing I was doing last night. So, I'm a little bit, well, I wouldn't say worse for wear. Right, so, at the moment, again, we've only got 4 nets. Well, I think that's a 100 hooks, which, look, that's not going to bring me anything in now, that isn't. So I'm going to have to bring that one in. Because it's not going to go green. It will then not go amber because there's nothing around it. So I need to find, I might put it across here, which can take all the fish that's in here. Or up this side, I'm not quite sure. At the moment, I need to get to 400,000 so I can upgrade my ship. Then I can go further afield. The further out to sea you can go, I think you're looking at different species and, I would say, larger fish. If I can do anything like that, that would be fine. Thank you. You see, that the reason I was probably doing that, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and then the idea is I would look at what fish are going to bring in the most money as well. I'm going to take time and go through that. The reason I go for all species is because I'm just trying to bring the cash in, bring the bacon in, as they say at the moment. But thank you, AD. I'm going to do that. I'll get this brought in, which will leave, which will give me time. I think I'm supposed to be coming around here actually. But with 1,000 hooks is still go blue. Yeah, but it can go blue. But what I'm saying is when I look at it at the moment, look, at the moment, the darker the lighter the blue, the more fish is in there. And that's been out already for 11 hours. So we'll wait and see what happens on that one. Otherwise, I may bring it back in. We'll see what happens anyway, AD. I get what you mean. When I change, right, I understand what you're saying. Once I change it from all, there could be certain fish in there that I've, okay, we'll have a look at it. I don't want to hit this harbour water. I want to go right. I've got a net out just around here somewhere, but you don't see anything. It's only when it's night time they shine up as red. But we'll see how we go. Get that on our. $1,000 hooks for the boat will fit it 4 times over half of a small catch. 1,000 hooks is still, but it probably would do. Yeah, you're right. No, I've actually got. I think I've got 2,000 storage though. I know I've got 2,000 storage. That's what I've done. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, Mr. Hero Harmony the King. And we have got welcome to the channel, Mitch 9166. How are you? Don't understand that one, Mitch. This is just another game that lets males live on their sexual power, and I tell you what, I'm going to time you out a little bit for that so you can decide what you want to do. Because that don't make sense. New to the channel, Mitch. I'm sorry, but we are a very, 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 very respectful to everybody. Explain first, because you didn't say hello. You didn't say good morning. You didn't say hi 50. So therefore, only 2 minutes so you can think about it. And you can make your decision whether you want to stay in the room. Oh, 2,000 though are the days. Oh yeah, do you know something, Ada? You probably know that better than me, because if you're looking at some of the larger vessels, they're gonna, yeah, you're right, they're gonna hold so many 1,000 tons of fish, which I'll agree with you on that one. So look, help me out. And how is Hero Harmony these days? I want to ask you something, Hero, because I'm kind of... Do you still, or have you had contact from Cold Hands? Because do you know something? It's been well over 8 months since I have spoke to that guy. I haven't spoke to him. I haven't heard from him. I've messaged him. And I just want to know that he's okay. That's all I want to know. If he's left Twitch, please get him to send me a message saying he's left Twitch. I haven't seen him on his Twitter page either. Only via Twitter, yeah. But I haven't heard anything from him. I kind of like that guy. I do like him, and I'm trying to work out. I'll have to send him a message or another. Well, how many I've sent him? It's wondering. I think I'm stalking him. I just wanted to make sure the guy's okay. That's all I was interested in. Right, so we're going to come in and get these fish sold. Depends what he's up to, and I'm not trying to say that, you know, he has to be around. I just want to make sure he's okay, even if it's a little hello 50, how are you? Because you guys were there right from the beginning for me. I just want to make sure he's okay. That's all. I just want to make sure the guy is fine. There's a few people that I haven't seen and heard of for a long while, and I do send them a message just to say if they're okay. Right, slow, 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 slow to stop. Hey, that's not bad for 50. Stop. And let's do this. So we've got 94. Yeah. 108. Now, look at that. I ain't done too bad, you know, really. I didn't get a great deal for that anyway, to be honest. Let's have a look. Fish market. So you was mentioning about all. I'm going to purchase. I think with me it's about bringing these in. Plus, if I do that one and we go for, have a look. I think what I need to do is work out where the fish are. Can't do that unless I hit that button there. Not at the moment. I just want to see the map for a second. If I click, look, I'll be honest with you. I do miss the guy because he's such a funny guy. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Haddock. Ah. So we need to work out happy. Yeah. Kets, how are you? I knew you'd come up with something like that. I got up this morning and I didn't see a great deal. Redfish. So it's haddock. Look at all this for haddock. So if I put 1,000 hooks here for haddock, haddock's not so bad there, and then have a look. Wow, look at this. Okay, so I need to what I need to do, by the time I've been out and planted net, they should be ready for coming in. I'm kind of closer. I think I'll do that because that might work out. I think that'll work out quite well. So let's do that. Let's get these hooked. So that, what do haddock go for again? Let's have a look. Let's go for wiki. Mackerel haddock. The haddock, you see the difference is haddock's only bringing in its most. It's pollock. It's cod. Cod's the one that you want. So let me go looking for cod. Cod is the breadwinner here. And to be fair, it's going to be right out of my range. So I ain't going to be able to do that until I move over to another one of these. Undiscovered. Why that's undiscovered, I don't know. So I'm going to have to go here. What they've got for me. So that's all undiscovered. So I can't do cod. It's going to have to be the haddock, and I'm going to have to catch loads of haddock. You're looking for cod. Try Tesco. Yeah, but you don't know what you're getting from Tesco's. Right, there's quite a bit, and there's lots over here. I need a bigger vessel, and at the end of the day, look at this. I didn't work out how much they cost me, but if it can bring it back in, I'm going to go and do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to put 1,000 hooks here, 250 there, and then 250 here. See how I go. Get them baited up. If I get those baited up, then at least I can the mackerel's not even around yet. I don't know why they're doing that. I think shrimp, crab, 8 long lines, crab. Where's wiki? I want to try something. Not history of fish. Main hub. Getting started. Come on, 50 fish. Fish bait. Right. A crab. Best bait. Cod. Looking. Crab will get cod. I want something that's going to bring, so you get 45%. So really I need to put crab on them. Catchability 45% cod if I use crab. If I go for krill, I get 10%. Mackerel, I'm only getting 5%. So really I need to put crab on them. I'm going to try the 1,000 with crab. Just so that I know that I can get the... God. So if I go for crab... Right, that's baited with crab. Then if I go for... You know something? I'm going to stick with that all the way because I know what I need. I know what will bring the money in. I go for shrimp on that one. 500 mackerel. What did mackerel say it was bringing in? I don't have to close that window, but for some reason I keep doing it. Have a look at that one. Fish bait. Mackerel. 55% pollock. And what was pollock bringing in? And who will bring the money in? Oh, because you listen to this. Because you put topless, right? Because you put topless, right? Which is, I understand topless models in the front of the bay holding fish. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at my my mood bot. Bit of a prude, innit? My mood bot is a bit of a prude. Pollock. Pollock's still bringing in at the highest. 16. It doesn't like you anyway. It's a bit like me. It doesn't like you because you are the one person that will wind me up more than anybody else. I'm going to try that. Right, okay, so let's get out there and get these things done. For some reason I have to reverse backwards in order to get out of the harbour, because as soon as I go forward I start taking damage off the wall. I have to go backwards first, slow down, turn around. You know I wouldn't offend you, sir. You know that. Right, let me go out and get these lines put out so I can collect the other. No, what good news is that? That you're off? What good news is that, Kate? Oh, if Maplin go... You're joking. The amount of... Do you know how expensive the stuff is in Maplins and it's going into administration? So that means, but guys, if Maplins are going into administration, go online, go to your nearest Maplins and just save what little money you've got. Because I know I'll be doing that, because everything will go down to like 50% off and things like that. Wow, you cannot miss out on that one. You can't do it. Oh, I'm going to look into that when I've done. I've definitely got to look into that. Because the amount of stuff, if Maplins have a sale or a clearance sale, it will be amazing, and it will. Retail at the moment, Kets, retail is absolutely dead. Look, I totally understand that, but retail is absolutely dead. Because everybody's doing everything online. I've been in retail for over 30 odd years, and I've seen retail from when shops on a Saturday you could not move. You couldn't move. Nowadays you go into a shop on a Saturday, you might have 10-20 people in it rummaging around looking for clothes. If you look at places like what Amazon are doing, you've got everything online. Asda's gone on, everything's online. Clothes wise, they're all online. So what people are doing is purchasing things online. You can now purchase something before a certain time of the day and get it delivered the same day. Yeah, as well, everything's being paid monthly, yeah. It's a difficult one. Right, I'll need to head this way. You're right, Kets, it is incredibly difficult. Got some lights on this thing. Turn that off in the day, save that. Line info. Storage. So there's nothing in storage. Sonar. I don't need that. That's all I need at the moment. It took me 2.5 hours to drive 3 miles today, lol. Everywhere is gridlocked. Yeah. And that's just because of a bit of snow. So when you think about how the snow is going to affect retail, when you can sit in your home, click a button on the PC and probably have something delivered, and if it's delivered an hour later because of the weather, you've still saved the time having to scrape the car, get diesel in the car, drive that distance, which is going to take you probably longer. So I don't hold out much hope for retail, to be honest. I really don't. I mean, I'm in retail. The fear for me, I've still got a mortgage. You know, if I lose my job, I've still got to worry about paying my mortgage. But life will still go on, but I still have to worry about paying the mortgage. It's just how it is. It's a horrible thing to go through. I've been in a few companies, excuse me guys, where they have gone under and they've been taken over. And you've had hours cut, your job description's changed, they've looked at your pay scale, but you still have to carry on. And then I've probably moved on, started again, and at the age that I'm at now, who's going to employ a 50-year-old that's been in retail? You know, I've got a bit of a computer background, I've got management skills, but guess what? In this day and age, when you get to about 50 or something like that, you're probably on the shelf, mate. I'm not being funny, you're on the shelf. They want the young'uns that are going to run up the stairs and work at like 50 miles an hour and, you know, go 110%. That's what they're going to do. Yeah, that's it. What I think the companies are doing at the moment is they want you to work harder and pay you less, and they want to make more profit, but they then don't seem to understand that as, you know, as a person, you are trying to look after your family. So if you're working harder and you're getting less and they're making more profit, there's only one winner, and it isn't you. So it's, you know, nobody's going to do that. Human nature is to save money. When you go out, you look for a bargain. Tell you what, you may go to 2 or 3 shops looking for the same thing. You then always end up coming back to the first shop where you saw the first item, and you'll go, do you know what, I should have bought this. But I think when you're looking at cost and affordability, your money comes in, you've got to feed your kids, you've got to look after your house, you've got a light, you've got gas and all that kind of stuff. And guess what? You're working so hard for it, and when you look at your pay packet, you think, my God. But then when you hear these companies that have made £260 million profit, and you think, well, hold on a minute. If they'd have made £200 million profit and paid you guys well, you'd work hard for them anyway. But they don't see it like that. Right, I need to slow down, stop talking, and drop. I want to work where I am. Oh, that's perfect. If I drop the 1,000, for me, it'll take everything out of here. And I think that's what annoys me more than anything, because everybody wants to go to work to earn money. Everybody wants to go to work to make something. And you want to make a profit for your company, because it then means that you'll be in your job longer. But that don't seem to happen. Or you've got to keep it in a straight line, otherwise you won't get the speed. There we go. Have a look at that, because this has got 1,000 hooks on it. Right, there we go. So they're out. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, that's not brilliant, that is. It should have been more in the middle. Because I'm talking. I'm going to drop another one a bit further up on this one. Right, that one, that's not too bad. I'm going to drop another one a bit further up here. But for me, that's how I look at it anyway. I see it, I probably see it different to everybody else because I'm in management as well. And I see the profit some of these companies are making. And I always think to myself, I know it's all about the money, and I know that you've got shareholders, and I know that you've got people that need paying. But it's another one of those where how much do you want to give these people according to profit? How much? Right, let's turn this way over. It's like we had I think there were 2 people won the lottery. I think it was about 146. So they got something like 70. I think they got 73,500,000 each, something daft like that. And then you think to yourself, how much money do people want? And I'm only saying that because I haven't got any. that's all I'm saying it for. You know, I haven't got any money. I haven't. What's that one? Predator Kitty, how are you? Welcome to the room. And that's what it's all about, because you can only spend so much money anyway. You can't, you know, and I understand that. I know I'm only getting a small fraction of the clients pay, and they do. Yeah, look, look. It's what you do with it at the end of the day. And I'm not trying to be, look, guys, I'm not trying to be. Everybody would like to have money, and you would. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and you would like to have money. And I know that some people are born into it, which is probably the way they refer to having a silver spoon in your mouth when you're born. Now, that's something you're born into, so it's like you're used to that. But for someone like us, if we were to win something like 200 million or 100 million, straight away, you would have to go on a massive spending spree. If you didn't go on a spending spree, I guarantee that money would be gone. To get it out of your system. I try to forget because I don't realise I haven't. And it's right. So when you're bidding for something, you're always looking for somebody to outbid you as well, whether it be by £100 or £1,000. That's what it's all about. But what I'm trying to get at is, I would like to just be probably like I am now, but have it as a regular income coming in, rather than thinking, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to do this? Am I going to get this? I managed to save my money. I managed to get a holiday. If I'm fortunate and I don't spend anything on my PCs, I probably get 2 holidays a year. Predator Kitty, thank you very, very much for the follow. Much appreciated, sir. That's what I like. I wouldn't be the type of person that would like a hell of a lot of money, and I wouldn't, because it would change me. You would lose friends, it would change you, and it probably may be the downfall of you. I'm happy if I've got £100 in the bank, £200 in the bank, and I'll go to the missus, well, I've saved up, I want to do this to my PC, and she'll say, okay. And then she'll either turn around and say, right, we save for a holiday next year. That's the difference. I've just had a message come into Discord saying that, and this is what the message has just said. I won't say who's put it in. It says, Maplin files for bankruptcy. Another retail business bites the dust. Do you know what I mean? Now, if it files for bankruptcy, that means it will be able to sell off its assets. So there will be a sale coming very soon. should be happy about the little one you have in life, and you should, to be honest. I mean, I've got brilliant grandkids and everything like that, and I do want to be able to treat them. I do want to be able to take them here. I do want to be able to buy them things. So, but I don't want to go, well, I tell you what, we'll all go to Disneyland and we'll go on the Airbus A380, and we'll go first class, and we'll go you know, we'll go gold, we'll go to Dubai, we'll go to the Emirates, we'll, you know, do you understand that? I don't want to do that. You worked in Maplins years ago, Devilbeard, that's why they're going under, because you left. They're going under because you left. Right, what am I doing? Dropping these hooks. Let's drop these, we'll drop the 500 here. Yeah, we'll drop the 500. If you'd have still been there, I guarantee they would have been up and running. I think Maplins made that big mistake of not cornering the market when Radio Shack Tandy went under back in the day. Because Maplins is very, very expensive, and the stock isn't 100%. It's good, but it isn't worth what they are charging. I think that's where they've yeah, that's where they've gone wrong. Because you know what, it baffles me how Tandy and all them lot went under. They are going under because they are overpriced. It's right, and what people are doing, people are sourcing it elsewhere. I'll tell you what, my opinion of companies, my opinion of a lot of companies are this: they're like a sponge, okay? Companies are like a sponge. What they do is, it's full of water, okay, and they're squeezing every single ounce of profit they can out of it, rather than trying to sustain it. That's the difference. That's how I see a company. Well, yeah, first class if the journey's focused. Yeah, but that's expensive, Hero, if you go first class to Disney. 1 meter Ethernet. Exactly, right. 1 meter Ethernet is £10. Yet, if you go to a small independent computer store for £6.99 or for £5, you can get the same thing. That's what I don't understand. I don't get that. If they had have gone, I tell you what, if they'd have gone, they've got all this. Tell you what we need to do, guys. If we sell it at this price, people are going to come in and we're going to sell more. If you hike the price up, you're only going to get a select few that, and look, at the end of the day, Ethernet cable is Ethernet cable. And Ethernet cable, it doesn't matter whether it's blue, yellow, green or white. But what companies do is, a red Ethernet cable might cost £3 more than a grey Ethernet cable. But guess what? It does the same thing. That's the difference. You can get Ethernet cables that will run at 1 gig. You can get Ethernet cables that will run at 750 meg. You can get Ethernet cables that will run at 250 meg. That's the only difference in the price. Not the colour. Not the colour. So they really have a lack of knowledge. And they do, from the shoppers. Because, look, we're mere mortals. We ask for things. Business don't listen. I don't like order online. Yeah, I can feel the products on my... I don't mind. I used to be like that, Predator. Honest to God. Look, I'm 50. If you guys are older than me, then look, you guys have grown up with the internet, with purchasing online. I haven't, and I'll be honest with you. I used to be one of these guys where I would not purchase off the internet. Billy Gamer, how are you? I wouldn't purchase anything off the internet for a number of years. I wouldn't do anything because I was always concerned about the returnability and the refund process. If you look at how it works now, Amazon, I'll be straight with you guys, there is no company I know that beats Amazon for the refund process and its customer service. I know some people have had issues, but if you deal with it in the right way, and at the moment, every issue I have had with Amazon regarding delivery, regarding damage, regarding things not turning up, they have dealt with it way and above what I would expect. And I know the company I work for wouldn't have dealt with it in the same way they dealt with it. And that's what's impressed me with Amazon. And that's why Amazon, no disrespect, has kept its follower, because I pay Amazon, and I think my Amazon account, even with Prime, must be something like nearly £80 a year, if not more. And the difference is the service they give. I can order something off Amazon, which I think is great, and it could be here on the same day, depending on who you purchase it from, or I can order something and I can pick I want it tomorrow at a certain time. That's what I like about Amazon. And that's not me trying to give Amazon the great big whoop whoop. I'm just saying that when you look at how things are done, it's that kind of mentality that companies need to take. They really need to take that mentality. Have I dropped those now? Where am I? Right, so I need to come over. I think it was this one, wasn't it, I was going to do. If I get that one done. But I'm concerned for retail, and I am, because I'm in retail. I'm a retail store manager. I have got Amazon stuff coming today, ordered last night. Brilliant. You can't beat that. You want that kind of service, because it's the same as walking out of your house, going to an electrical store, purchasing an item, having a look at it, getting it back home, and setting it up. That's what it's like. Now with Amazon, the returnability, they will send you the packaging or whatever you need to return it. You just give it. Honestly, it's really good. I've ordered 2 things off Amazon in the years that I've been with them. One of them didn't work, one of them came damaged, and this is what's absolutely knocked me out of the water. On both occasions, Amazon just turned around and said, keep hold of them and we'll give you your money back. Now you're going to get people that are going to abuse that, and I don't know how they police that. But look, for me, that is 110% customer service. Because I said to the gentleman, I don't want to keep it if it don't work. He says, I won't say my surname. He said, 50, just keep hold of it. If you need to take it somewhere and get it looked at and it gets repaired, we've done that to you, because for what I've purchased off them, they're looking at what they've made from me. And if they were to give me £100 back, it still wouldn't outweigh what I have purchased from Amazon. And that's business at the end of the day. And look at Amazon. They make billions. They make absolutely billions, they do. If you want to Wikipedia them, you can find out what their profit was for last year. And if they gave me £100, it was like picking a penny off the floor and handing it to one of their workers. That's how much profit they made. So I'm kind of, at the moment, I'm all for Amazon until they pee me off and don't look after one of my products. That's how it is. Yeah, they're a company that have a... Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about looking after... I've turned too quick there. It's about looking after your customers, and your customers will stay loyal. Yeah, and that's right. Because you will stick with them. You will purchase with them. I mean, although Amazon gave me the refund and told me to keep the item, guess what I did? I went straight back onto Amazon, ordered another hard drive, went straight back onto Amazon, and I've ordered a game off Amazon. So they've got the money back. They've got all that money back. And that's what happens to... I think what it is with people are quite loyal because they don't want to move. People don't really like change. People stick with what they know. And that's what it's all about. People will always stick with what they know. I think I'm going to drop this one about here, because what I'm working out now is I've got one that's probably going to go... I don't want it to go bad, and I need to check that. I need to check this. See, that's been out 19 hours, and that's like... That's only 250 hooks, so that's probably got around about 120 fish on it. But I need to drop this and get back, because where's the other one? That one, 13 hours, 11 hours, 19 hours, 3 hours, and that will be about 2 hours. And however long it takes me to get back is the difference between this one going off. That's what I'm concerned about. So let me get this dropped. I'm going to try and come in a bit further here so I'm more in line. That's it. I'm like that as well, Predator. I would rather get the fish in, earn the money, and then buy the next ship, because the next ship you're going to be able to get a lot more cargo, a lot more fish, which will give you a lot more money. So at the end of it, you're probably going to be able to buy the other ship and not have to take a loan. I don't think retail will ever go away completely, but it's reduced to significantly down to membership. Honest and truthfully, Hero, I think, honest and truthfully, let me just slow this down because I'm going to go over where I need to go. I know I would. I'm going to turn around. I believe that retail will go. I believe retail will actually go, because if you look on, well, in England, the majority of high streets has got charity shops, coffee shops, and restaurants. That's all it is. So if that's going to be the new form of retail, when you're talking about retail when it comes to consumer and clothing, that's a different thing. Consumables, which are food, restaurants, catering, that's fine, because when people go out, they'll probably go to we call them retail parks, because the retail parks aren't so busy now as well. A lot of the retail parks are going, and they're where you get our superstores. People will say people will pay membership for bulk deals. Yeah, but that's the difference, you see. I don't class Starbucks. Starbucks is consumable retail, which is different. That's consumable. Because don't forget, Starbucks is like a coffee shop and things like that. When you're looking at retail outlets, you're looking at clothing, electrical, and things like that. Consumables, we look to them as restaurants and just where you can sit down and have a cup of coffee. But that doesn't necessarily bring you into a retail park. You go there to buy clothes and you'll think, once I've been shopping for God knows how many hours, I'll go and get myself a snack or a coffee. That's how I look at that. Right, so if I lay this there, this should be okay. Right, so let's drop this one. And I need to head back to pick up the one that's been out. It will have been out for about 21 hours by the time I get there. If I head, let's have a look. Wow, Predator, thank you very much for that sub. Thank you very much for that. That is, you can have one of these, sir.
You're ready?
Predator Kitty just subbed, new subscriber. Thank you very much for that, and I do appreciate that a lot. Really do. That is nice. Thank you very much. There's something you like about the channel. Don't know what it is, but guess what? You've shown your appreciation. Wealthy also wants to buy products from. Yeah, the difference with the wealth. Yeah, okay. So I understand where you're hitting on that one, Hero. I get where you're coming from. Am I heading out to sea because I don't know what direction I'm in? Yeah, I need to come back here because... Wow, I was heading out to sea, guys. I'm that far out. Here we go. There's the chemical plant. I just need to get my bearings and find out where the chemical plant is. No problem, mate. I really like the street food talk. Thank you very much for that, Predator. Thank you very much. I want to, for some reason, Predator, I want to call you Kitty. Because it kind of sounds nice. I just want to call you Kitty all the time. So I'm going to do that because that's me. I'll see somebody and I'll pick on them, and I'm picking on you, and you are now Kitty. Oh dear. Thank you very much. Oh dear. So on that, what you've said there, Hero, I agree with where you're coming from. But the difference is, if you look at the amount of wealthy people compared to the amount of people that are probably, I won't say on the breadline, but normal, it wouldn't really be beneficial for anybody. Because don't forget, when you look at places like Primark, when you look at places like, we have Marks and Spencers, and you guys over there, I think it's Walmart and things like that, you would never see a wealthy person, i.e. some of your superstars, walk in to Walmart and do their shopping. They, honestly and truthfully, they would probably get somebody else to go somewhere a little bit more high class and then do it. Now the difference with them high class places, they only, wow, what's that thing doing? There's something here. They only stay in profit because of who comes in. And don't forget, back in the day, can you remember back in the day when you get people like Michael Jackson go shopping, they used to close down the whole of the shopping centre so he can walk around. And I don't mean to be horrible, even if he spends £1 million in that one store for that period of time because of who he is, he still hasn't spent as much as the common man and his family that go there week in, week out. But that's what they do. When you hear about people like, who is it? You get these, you know, they are famous people, and I think it's more to do with the fact that they don't want to bump into us mere commoners. So what they will do is, they will set a particular time when they want to go shopping, and all they'll do is close the whole shopping centre down. And they might only spend 250,000 in that probably hour, or £1 million, which, look, for the store, because it's only one store that's going to get that money, or a few stores that's going to get that money spread between, you know, wherever they go. But if you look at places like Tesco's, Lidl's, Aldi, they probably make that money, and they're making it over the space of probably a few months, a few weeks, and it's still coming from a combination of all the shoppers, not just one person. And how often would you say that one person is going to go in there and spend £1 million? I've watched those programs, and they don't do it that often. That's the difference. I mean, it's a difficult conversation to have anyway at the end of the day, because once you've got money, the one thing you're frightened of is losing it. Because you're used to having that money. I'm going to go across one of my lines if I don't move it over, and I've still got to get to this one here, so I need to head, yeah, I need to head that way. I reckon that when I bring all this in, I will probably reach something in the region of 100,000. I'd say 1 million in a minute or so. Yeah, exactly, right. Well, I read an article about McDonald's, and McDonald's are trying to sue a guy that's got a burger van, and he's called it Mackie something. I can't remember it exactly. In my brain, I don't really retain a lot. It's called Mackie something. It was in the newspaper I was reading, and it's not a national newspaper. Well, a national newspaper, but it's a low-rate newspaper. So it's called it rises early hours of the morning and goes down late in the afternoon. It was that newspaper, without me giving too much away. And it was on about an article that this guy's got one of those little camper van things, and all he does, he sells burgers. So he probably sells 20 burgers a day, when McDonald's probably does 20,000 burgers in a minute through its whole outlets. And it's trying to sue him because he's got Mac something at the beginning of his name. No matter what he makes, no matter what he sells, no matter what day he opens, he is never, ever, ever going to be able to compete against McDonald's. But McDonald's are suing him. What the hell is that about? That don't make no sense at all. At all. But that's your big corporations. That's what they do. Me personally, if somebody came on here and they called themselves the 50 Plus Gamer Plus Plus, guess what? Great, get on with it. Just get on with it. Because it wouldn't mean anything to me. But if they then started going and copying everything I did, guess what? That would then start affecting me. But that's what I'm trying to get at. When you look at a lot of these corporations, what they need to understand is, we had in Nottingham, where I live, we had, oh, this was brilliant, we had an Asian guy opened a chicken shop like KFC, and the only difference is he used the difference why he got sued. He used exactly the same logos, but he called himself IFC. It was called Imran Fried Chicken. Okay, but what he did that got him closed down, Mr. Empire is in the room. How are you? What got him closed down was, you know, to look at the outside of it and to look at everything, you would have thought it was a KFC. But the only difference was it had IFC chicken on it. The packaging, the labelling, the colouring, everything was exactly the same. And I tell you something, he was closed down within a month. Now that I understand, because that is copyright issues. But if you look at what he was selling compared to a KFC, well, probably do better now because he had chicken, he wouldn't have made no impact whatsoever. But like what Heroes just put, there are rules, and they're definitely, they are, what do they call them? A patent. It's a patent law, and it's a retail law. Right, so I'm not that close to it because the map. And that's what it's all about. There's a KFC near, no, there's not a KFC near where I live, but it's not that far away. Because of the way I've come in, I'm going to have to go round, come in on the far side over there. If I start slowing down now, then it should just hit it. There was a problem made because I didn't hear about that one. Have you ever had food poisoning from KFC? Because I've never had food poisoning from KFC. Never. Oh dear. Never. I have a KFC in me and it's been close. No, the KFC near me, guys, and I will say, has been open. And it's had plenty of chicken. Snowman, how are you? A similar thing happened here. A motorcyclist shop named their place Harley's Auras. Right, exactly, yeah. And that's what it's all about, you know. People have to be careful what they do. They have to be careful. I'm okay. I've got a bit of a dodgy throat, but I'm fine. Laws protect original, but it also makes the original people turn into... it depends how you look at it, Hero, but I can understand where you're coming from. When somebody's spent... Always remember this. When somebody has spent so many years trying to build up a product, and somebody comes along and goes, I'm gonna profit off the back of that. That's what's annoying. That is what is really annoying for me. When somebody just thinks, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to profit off the back of that, and I'm not going to do hardly any of the work. But I find that's what's annoying for me. Right, okay, let's get these brought in, guys. We've got some fish here. No, I'm not. I'm looking at chat now. Let me get these brought in, guys. There's not many off this one, to be honest. I think most of the fish have rotted. Take it on blood. I'm trying to. Trying. As long as I get good or perfect, I'm okay. There you go, look. Trying my best here, look. That's not too bad. 161 fish, 161 pollock, haddock, 82. So that's not bad. Only 11 redfish. Here we go. Now, Kitty, if you want to see something funny, watch me try and skin these. Doing better fishing in this game than on the other one. Hey, Kets. Listen, you can pack that in. I've got that ready for tonight. So, telling you now, we'll see what happens. The protection is good. I'm just, you know me, this what I'm going to do now, guys. Don't laugh. Don't put nothing in chat. Just sit back and enjoy the fun. Because I don't know how to get this. Oh, what happened? Oh, did I not? Oh, I pressed the wrong. I must have pressed the wrong button or something then. Because I wanted to. Let me just go and get these. Fresh fish. Look at that. Let me just get this thing done. I don't know what I've done there. All right, talking to chat, but I always say chat puts me off. I've always said that. Yeah, it's going to be a line and float. We are not doing no leisure at the moment. I'll set another one for leisure. I don't know what I did, Kitty. I've got no idea. Oh, no. What is going off now? Because my ship's not moving. Right, here we go. It's what's happening now is it's the weight. I have to be careful I don't capsize me vessel. That's what I'm worrying about now. If I capsize, that's it. I've lost all them fish. I'm going to make fish and chips for everybody. That's what we're going to do. This afternoon we're all having fish and chips. And it's all on 50. We're all having cod. Cod in batter. Woo! It's got to be nice. A mint sauce. I don't do mint sauce. Thinking of the good lady there, look. That's too close. Right, I've got that one. Right. Would you like to haul it in? Yes. Oh, what? You have a gut icon lower left. Oh, thank you. Rather than... Okay. You can tell I've only played this. I've probably only played this game now twice. No, 3 times now I've played it. Wow, that was nothing. What the hell is that? 28 fish. RND on Twitch. How are you? Hello, 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 hello. Right. Yeah, okay. Let's do this then. Right, here we go, guys. Do you want to laugh? Nothing. Here we go. That's not too bad. Oh, not bad at all, that one. I worked out that the quicker you do it, probably the straighter the line is. That's not bad. Didn't have a great deal, so that's not bad. Right, so let's have a look where we are, because I can't... Yeah, I've worked this out. I think I've worked this right. Because all these are now getting ready. That one is 16 hours. That one is 17. So it would mean I could either go to this one. Oh, do you know what? Right, so let me just write that one down. So we've got Hillbilly Gamer would like a portion of I like the way he says British. I like that. He would like a portion of chips, not fries, because the Americans refer to crisp as fries. Where so you'd like chips, fish and chips, and 1 pint. Any particular pint of lager, sir? Master of the knife. I'm going to use that knife on you, Kets, believe you me. So we've got 1 order of chips. RND. He's still thinking about it. Hero's not quite sure. Oh, right. So Empire wants salmon. That's expensive, that is. So that's an extra cost this, Empire. You're going to have to put your order through direct, because they're going to have to catch that salmon for you. So sausage and chips cooked in nut oil. You know what? There's always one, isn't there, that wants it done special. So could I have 1 sausage and chips cooked in nut oil, please? I will supply the peanuts. I have a bit of fish, but That one, RND, you can take that one back and get a full refund on that. Hey, dear. Fish batter with scraps. I haven't had that for ages. Plenty of salt and vinegar, please. Right, so that's 3 orders put through. Numbnut oil. Oh, Empire, that's great. God damn it, hungry man. You see, this is going to make... Look at the time. And I'm sure that wherever we all live, that these fish and chip places will be just opening now. You have not had chips till you have Cornish chips cooked in nut oil. I'm going to have to try that then. I'm going to go all the way down to Cornwall and get myself some Cornish chips. Can I have some Cornish chips, please? In nut oil. And they'll be like, where's that dodgy accent come from? Right, so where am I? Oh, I have to get these fish back. Right, okay. Yeah, I've got a nut allergy as well. I'm hungry now. Getting to have to get some chips. Do you know what, Kets? I was thinking exactly the same thing. I was actually thinking the same thing. And I'm thinking, for me to get chips, it's about a 20-minute walk. So, do you know what I'm going to have this afternoon when I close the stream? I guarantee you I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some fish and chips. Because you've done me now. Empire. It is. Do you know what? Do you know what would be nice if we actually made it on the stream? If we actually made fish and chips on the stream, that would be absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at this. We are now laden with fish. I'm going to bring these in. I'm just thinking of the money I'm going to make off them. Get that one. No, I'm not in Yorkshire. I'm not far from Yorkshire, but I'm not in Yorkshire. Sheffield is Yorkshire. I think Sheffield's Yorkshire side. No, I'm not far from Sheffield. Not far from Leicester. Not far. I'm giving the clues away. Not far from Derby. But I am not Yorkshire, if you get what I mean. Oh, God. I'm not, do you know something? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. I've never done a URL stream like that, and I wouldn't do that. If this IRL walks to get some fish and chips, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm not like that. I wouldn't do that. Although it would be a good idea, though. Get some power on this. 50's gone to get some fish and chips. What I'll do, though, I will take a picture. Once I've purchased it, I will take a picture and I will put it in the food room. Oh dear, that would be good. I tell you what I might do. When I go on holiday, I might do an IRL stream from abroad. Right, I think I can see... I hope it's not marks on my screen, but I can see a boy up ahead. Otherwise, the graphics are quite good. I think there's one there and there's one there. Yeah, even, and do you know the thing about it is, Kets, I'd order all that for you, like, you know, and I'd eat it myself. Yeah, it's just over there, look. Because at the moment, I am losing a bit of weight. Don't know how I'm doing it, but... Here we go. I am losing a little bit of weight. The water looks so calm as well. Yeah, I can't see. I think what they ought to do to be... Oh, it's here, look. There we go. We're just there. Kind of losing weight through... How can I put it? Being cold. Global warming causes the weight loss. Hero, man. That's a way of doing it. I've narrowed the camera in just a little bit. So it looks like I'm losing weight. Wow. Right guys, let's get this one brought in because one of them over there is going off. I know, Snowman, it's not good when they start taking the mickey out of me, is it? They don't realise how sensitive I am. They've got no idea. I come off the stream, I get really upset and I think, do you know what, you guys are picking on me. Then I go to the Twitch police. I then report Kets to the Twitch police and say he was very offensive about my weight. I'm going to do it. Don't worry. It's going to happen. I'm going to do a chair stream where all you're going to see is the chair. It's going to happen. Don't worry. It will happen. Don't you worry. I will be the only streamer that has done a chair stream. I've just got to work out where I've got to sit. That's all. I might just take a picture of my chair, make it as a PNG, and then do that, and it'll be a chair stream. 50s chair stream. Only 7, so and it only lets you bring so much in. That's not too bad, to be honest. That's not too bad at all. I mean, it's the haddock. Bring a bit more money in than that. Right, here we go again, guys. If we can do this one, what have we got here? Oh, that hurts. That does, Empire. That absolutely hurts right there. That does. Gets me right there. Bit like indigestion. Pets and cuddles. Or you could put some... There's all the ideas are coming in now. What are you trying to say? I'll do something now because, oh look, you see? Go. Oh, look, I need to get this straight away. That's how you do it. You've got to do it straight away, 50. Ignore chat for a minute. See? Oh. I'm just having a look. I can do that. I can do that. The chair will have a hat. Just trying to be helpful, though. You wanted to do this, and I'm going to do it. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. I'm not frightened. I will get it done. Man's not hot. That's my motto. Right, so now I need to get back to this one because it's been out for 19 hours. The rest, they're going to be okay. If I can get that lot sold, probably make a bit of money. I'm not that bothered, to be honest. I will get it done. It will happen. I don't know when, but it will happen. I've actually, at the end of March, guys, put an FPS logo and glue it to the chair. I can superimpose that through the stream. I don't have to glue it to the chair. I'm heading in the right direction. I'm going to say to you guys that I'm going to try and set it up, and it'll have to be at the end of March. At the end of March, I've got 1 week off. Oh, Kets. Could buy a blow-up doll sitting on the chair will always look sharp. Oh, come on. Oh, do you know what? I don't know what to do with that, young man. I think personally, guys, in the stream, I've got this thing where I think Kets has got an issue. I honestly believe that Kets has got some sort of issue, and I think his issue is with the 50+ gamer. Or you could have Carlton dancing in the chair instead of the glass. That's another idea. Yeah, that's another idea. I don't know how and what I'm going to do, but you guys are throwing all this information at me. I'm listening, I'm taking it on board, and I'm going to make a decision. But there will be, I know what your mum and dad drink. And I was convinced. Yeah, but my dad, it was always rum, Jamaican rum. My mum, she never really drunk. Yeah, he is. He's in love with Carlton. Hey Carlton, what you doing this evening? And then he'll often go, hey Carlton, what you wearing? Oh dear. I do worry about cats. Oh, my mum and dad played catch me with me too much. You know what? Can you remember when your babies and they used to chuck you up and try and catch you? I'm sure at one stage I was dropped because something's not right. I am positive I was dropped at some stage as a baby. Oh, don't. Listen. Do not get carried away, Kets. I apologise. Yeah, chicken, I apologise. I have taken it all back. You are such a wonderful follower. You are such a wonderful person. I think you're the best. We all know, Hero, that you were dropped as a baby. I've watched your streams many a time. Right, so I'm heading towards this one, which is now 20 hours. Anything over 24 hours and the fish start to deteriorate. Oh dear. Guys, if I say something, please don't take it to heart because I do mean it. Something ain't right with us. There's nothing right with any of my followers, anybody in the chat. I'll tell you that now, Hillbilly. Yep, no problem. No problem, sir. I'm trying to get this up to 400,000. When I get it up to 400,000 and I've bought my new ship, you know what? I'm going to go and get myself some chips. Because that's what's going to happen now. I'm going to get my coat on. I'm going to take a walk in the snow. They do. It's true into Empire. I've always said that. When people come in, they always come in, hi 50, how are you? Like the stream, click the follow button. Then they'll be in here for another 2 streams or 3 streams and that's it. They start doing what everybody else does. Which is good. Which is good. I have a moderator that protects me. Mr. Empire Kicking. And then I also have Mr. C. And they will make sure that I'm looked after. Good guys. Good guys. Right, so if I turn this just slightly that way. That now, oh there we go, we're heading towards that boy. I try not to keep them out there longer than 24 hours because after 24 hours the fish start deteriorating. You won't get the best price for them. You see, you've started already. You have started already now, Hero. I take good care of my dad too, which you should do. You should do. They are important people. They need to be looked after at all times. You have to look after them at all times. Make sure that they are well, what's the word? Well watered and fed. Yeah. Do you know what, Hillbilly? You've seen what I'm like because I know you've been in here a while. Look, there's only a few games that stress me out, and there's not, and I try to stay away from them. That's why I don't do FPS games. Because I tell you what I was trying to do today. I was trying to play Fortnite. I loaded it up. Fortnite, by the way, guys, has had a massive update. It's a new season. I think it's season 3. Oh my god, Grandpa, Dad, Uncle, please stop. My brain is exploded by fish. Right. Oh, look where I'm heading. Look at this. I've got to go round. We have got... Oh, hang on. Horn, horn, horn. Where's the horn on this thing? Please, where is it? No horn! I'm sure there was a horn on this thing. Does somebody know where the horn is on this thing? I thought it was spacebar. Well, there's no horn on it now. Just look at this. That looks quite dangerous. It's on the steering wheel. Oh, yeah, but I can't hit it. I'm sure it was H. I mean spacebar. Right, well, we're coming up now anyway. Slow down, slow down. Here we go. Look at this thing here. It's after me. Look at this. If that tips the ship over, the vessel over, then guess what? Ain't gonna have no fish. Let's see what this brings. Been out for over 20 odd hours. Haven't figured out. Yeah, I think I might. What I did, it's had a big update because it's a new season. It's season 3 now, and I loaded it up. I managed to jump out of the flying bus. As soon as I hit the ground, I went to find a weapon and somebody shot me. So I just turned it off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get somebody to show me how to play that game properly, because it looks nice. I'm going to do it, and that was the idea. I said I want to learn the game. There's no point me streaming. If I stream Fortnite, you guys would get really annoyed with me and you'd say, you know what, 50, you're absolutely shit. I know that's what you'd say. And you would start beating me up and say, come on 50, what you playing at, what you doing, you can do that. And I'd be going, do you know what, sod you lot. Then I'd be going, I'm going to close the stream down, and you lot will be going, come on 50, stop being mardy. And I would go, don't talk to me like that. And then you guys would go, do you know what 50, we're going to unfollow. And I would go, do you know if you want to unfollow, unfollow. And I would go, do you know what guys, I'm not streaming Fortnite again. Now what it is I'm going to get someone to show me how to play it properly, because you have to build. Hey, I know the future. I'm going to win the lottery. That's nothing, that is. Bloody hell, what's that? 23 fish? No, 43 fish. Woo! That's useless. So, what it is, I want to do Fortnite because I can't do Player Unknown and all that lot. I can stream them, but they're more, what's the word? For them people that are into it. Fortnite for me, my son's been, do you know what I ought to do? I ought to get my son to show me how to play it, because he's so hooked on the game, it's unbelievable. He came down here telling me that it's gone off for a while because they're doing a massive update and it's not fair. And I was like, it's only a game. Oh, I got all that one. But because I got all that one. Fortnite is good, but it's rammed with hackers. I think that's why they've done the update, Kets. I do believe that's why they've done the update, because it's a new season. Yeah, I need to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. I might do it on a. I'm not saying this Sunday, but I'll do it on a Sunday, because then I can spend time. And you know, my stream will go out. Can somebody teach 50 how to stay alive on Fortnite? That's what it'll be. Right, so let's have a look at. So I've kind of worked that right at the moment. I've played once, got the shit out of someone, and it took forever to kill them. Oh, right, okay, so that person would have been using a hack. And I don't know how they allow them on the game. It's a bit like, if you think about, the only game I can think of that disables all mods and things like that is Euro Truck. Excuse me. So it would be, when you go into the game, everybody should go into that game on basic. Everybody. There shouldn't be no hacks or anything that you can use. Right, so I think I'm heading over there. We team up, build for the sake of building, and then the experts to kill. Yeah. Best way to stay alive is not go into the game. No, okay, hero, that's fine. That's a good way to do it. Right, so we're laden down here, look. Look at this. who are laden down with fish. Well, guys, what I'm going to say to you is be around tonight anyway, because I'm doing Fishing Planet, and Fishing Planet has been arranged so that it's a followers fishing, isn't it? So that what we'll do, and it's on the weight, yeah, around 7, yeah. I'm going to try and eat early. Well, I'm going to go and get some chips in a bit. So around 7, and it is float. This one is float. Okay, and then when I do another one, we'll do it on lure. I think they call it lure or leisure. We'll do it on that one because that's where you get the large fish. Just remember the room is limited to, so you will. Now I can still create a private or a friends only room. So if I create the friends only room, it means that if you guys are on my Steam, you can come in. I've been trying to look at how to create a private room, and I think you can do a locked room where you can invite so many people in. So I'm going to look at that today anyway. And remember, yeah, but you can only have 5 people in the room. Well, I probably only want 5 people anyway, Kets, if you think about it. Because don't forget, not everybody's going to be speaking on Discord, because it isn't going to be like that. If they're in the room, they're in the room. And then what you can do is I need you guys to be able to take a snapshot of what you've caught or what you've had in the net. But I need a clear sheet to start with. And then if we all pick the same place, it should be okay. It won't be speaking at all. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I like that. Hey, that's fighting talk, that is. Wow. Kets is the man. It's like a dancer. I won't be talking. I talk with my feet. Or I talk with my fist. Mr. Mayweather. It is fighting talk. Woo! Bring it on. I'm having you, mate. I'm telling you that now. I'm having you. I'm going to win this one anyway. I'm a level 7, I think. I've got this in the bag. I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready for it. Right off Chippy, lol. CC. Yep, no worries, matey. I'll have a steak and kidney pie and chips, please. That's what I want. Right, let's get this thing brought in. I have to be careful because I can't get too close to, because it'll just take damage. My fish have 3 eyes. What's your fish has got 3 eyes. Guess what? It's an octopus, not a fish. Right, so we're coming in. Let's turn that off there. That should stop. Right place. Hook it. There. Hey, look at this. 224 pollock, 144 haddock, and only 23 red fish. If we sell that, wow, what did that bring in? 70,000. Look at this. No. Was I on 100 and something? So I'm up to 260. I'm up to 264,000. That's bringing the boat in there, look. Look at that. That's what does me. Try to get as close to the edge as I can, and it's still. So I am squad leader 1. Let's have a look what we've got here now. We've only got the 2. We've got the 1,000, which I'm going to put shrimp on. I'm going to leave shrimp on in both. Take those out. That's going to give me damage, is it? That's going to give me damage, that is. I know it is. Oh, that's not too bad. They must have fixed that. Yeah, they fixed that because you used to get damage when you bang into these, and I've always wondered how you can get damage from that. Let's swing this around. So what I'm going to do is let these out. Let's see where we are. So we've got 14 hours on that one, 12 hours on that one, and we've got 9 hours. So by the time I've dropped these two, one here and one there, we should be ready for coming around to pick these up, which is a nice little cycle that I've caused there. I say created. Have a look. That's not too bad on that one. That's good. You know what I'm thinking about now? No salmon, no. Your salmon, I think you need haddock or something. Mackerel to get the salmon, I think. Because there's certain seasons in the game where you're only going to have certain fish around anyway. And I'm only looking to build. The idea of this stream is I'm only looking to build my money up. That's all I want to do. I want to get that money built up. Right, so we come in right near the entrance as well. This is. I need to get probably about here and lay the line out so I can go that way for this one. Get that ready. Get that one. I want to get the 1,000 here. If I get the 1,000 line there, that would be better for me. Have a look, where are we? We're nearly there in the center. Right, let's drop that one. Mr. Cannablid. Oh, have I dropped the wrong one? Mr. Cannablitz is in the room, guys. Can we say hello? Hello, Cannablitz. How are you? Right, so that's gone out. So now I'm going to head over to... I want the 1,000 here, so I'm going to head over to the right, over to the right and coming through left on that one. Do that. Let's go that way. We can get the rest. Kempy, how are you? Have a look where we are. Yep, so we're heading over across. We're going to go this way and then drop this line, hopefully right through the middle of that. That's what we need to do. Yeah, but it's the different kind of... I think he's got a fishing planet. Anyway, that'll be the 5 of us, to be honest, if you do it that way. But don't forget you've got Geordie. From what I'm aware, you've got Ketz, you've got Kempy, you've got Geordie, Empire, and me. So that, and Dev. So we have to be careful, guys, how many we have. I always thought that if you created, or if you had that room where it was friends on Steam, I thought you could have as many as you like in. I'm fine, I am, Kempy. Absolutely amazing. Right, so we're heading in the right direction. Let's just swing it that way. Yeah, please, Ketz, if you don't mind, because I don't want to disappoint anybody. Because I know that Geordie's been practicing, from what I can see in Discord, and I know that if we do it, I probably just want to get everybody in that can do it. If you don't, we are not going to have Discord open for chat. I'll do that, because if I do that, it just means that people are going to be going on about stuff. All I'm interested in is that we can post the weight of what we've caught. That's all I'm interested in. Right, guys, so guess what? We are going to drop this line. We're going to pick the others up. Let's swing that around now. Yeah, and that should come in just right. Right, brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Kets. So it does depend on the size of the lake. So what we'll do, we'll try and pick a large lake anyway. Right, we're coming in right there. So that looks like it's right now. Straight across. 10 is too much. We're not going to have 10. I won't panic too much. We're not going to have 10. I think all I'm trying to work out, this looks like a little nice chill game. It is this. Do you know games like this, Blitz? You would like, when you was in last night, you would like this game, because games like this I like, and I know that you like the majority of games that I play, and I know you would like this because this is like a little fishing empire that you create up. You start off with this little vessel here, and you can go up to some really nice vessels, and the idea is you're catching fish. You've got side missions where you have to go further out to sea. You've got weather issues and things like that, and you can catch different kinds of fish: pollock, redfish, cod and haddock. So that would be interesting. Also, last night I wanted to say to you, Stranded Deep and Long Dark, you would love them games. So I would look out for them either on a Steam sale or something and try them out and see what you think. As you kind of like a game that's going to get you to think, keep you interactive and keep you focused. There's going to be 6, then we stay at 6, no more. Woo! Empire's laying down the rules. Wow! Empire, what we'll do, you're right what you're saying, Empire, and you are, because I would probably only stick to 5 or 6, and that's what I would stick at. I wouldn't stick at any more. So what Kets is saying, depending on the size of the lake, you can only fish at the fishing points anyway. So just say if we pick a lake and it's only got 4 fishing points, what's the other person going to do? That's what we're trying to get at. So I understand where you're coming from. So when we go live tonight, the first thing I will do is I will look at the lake and see how many fishing points it's got. That's what I'll do. We'll be fine. I don't stress on it. We'll look at it. We'll work it right. For those that want to come in, because you're forgetting somebody else as well. You've got Rex. I think it is cross-platform. I'm sure Fishing Planet is cross-platform. If somebody wants to check for me. Right, let me find out where I am. I need to come in a little bit more. And then we'll get this net out. Rex is an expert, but the idea is if we're all on the same float and everything else, it doesn't matter how good a fisherman you are, it's about the fish that you catch. This is 1,000, so I'm going to give it out of 3. 1, 2, 3, and drop. That hopefully... No, it's still too far away. Fishing Planet shows other fishermen. Okay. Yeah, it shows the other fish. Yeah, it does now, yeah. That's right. But what you can do is you can go friends only. I'll have a look at it. We'll have a look and see. Right, so that's dropped the line. Not too bad. Could have been more in here though. Right, these are now looking like they want coming in. That one's 14 hours. That's 12 hours. Not getting much off that 12-hour one. What's that one? 16 hours. So that's got another probably 67 hours to be out there. That one's got probably another 7 hours. I tried to pick them up around about 20 hours. So that's looking about another 4. That one. We've got this one, which is right by the... Don't have another one, do I? It's what I'm doing tonight. That's what I'm doing tonight, Fishing Planet, yeah. That's what we're doing. Fishing Planet tonight. And then I'm going to look and see how I feel as to what I do. It's Wednesday today, isn't it? And see what I'm going to do on Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do Thursday, and that's if I'm going to stream. Fishing chip. Only if it's cod. Look at you guys, are so fussy. I was thinking something dead rude then, but I'm not going to say it. I'll try and keep myself to it's not a sub game now. The majority of them that will be playing are subs, so you know. Yeah, we're expecting the same as well, but although bear with me, let me just have a look. It's not snowing at the moment. Yeah, it's not snowing, but they have said that we may have snow. So we should be okay. I think I've upset my curtain by doing that now. That's what I've done, I've upset things. Go. Can't catch no light on this back thing here, because if you catch light on it, guess what? It shows up in the stream. What do you mean you've got no snow, Kemp? I've got snow, so you'll have snow. I mean, it's not snowing, but the snow on the floor. Definitely. You just sort that out. There is snow, Kempy, don't, you know. Don't know where you live. I know where you live, remember. Only a little. Yeah, it's not a great deal. Yeah, there's not a great deal of snow. There's a bit of snow, but it's not a great deal. Need 4 inches of snow here. No, we ain't got that. Mine's, looking at what I'm looking at, it's probably about 1 inch. Yeah, I'd say about 30 centimetres. It's nothing really. Nothing to really write home about. If I'm going to go walking in a minute to go and get some chips and that, it can't be that deep. It's not that deep. No, it isn't that deep, Cannablitz. Where, but what's it like where you are, Cannablitz? A nice little boat, this thing. I will miss it when it has to go. It has done me proud, this thing. What? Just for that? You're joking? I was in yesterday. And it was snowing. No, I'd still get to work either way. I would still get to work even if it was literally hammering it down with snow. I've got to use the tram tomorrow anyway, MP. I'm on the tram tomorrow. I'll not be using my car, only dusting for now. But yeah, they did say most of it's coming tonight, so we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Because even for me, I'm going in on the tram tomorrow. I am not taking the car. So if the trams stop running, it means I'm walking. I will walk down the bypass and I will still get to work. Don't worry. I will make sure I am wrapped up. Right, I need to pull just here for now so that I can establish what's going off with these. Right, so that one, I tried to kill time by coming in here to go back out, because if I'd have gone straight to it, that's 17 hours. That's another 3 hours and it will hit 20 on that one. That one's going to be another 4 hours. So if I start heading... oh, sorry, guys. If I start heading back to this one, I wouldn't say that's a 3 hour wreck. I wouldn't say that's a 3-hour trek at all. That one, that's 13 hours. So it's going to be a clean-up operation here looking at this. So if we see a very woolly man walking down the road in Nottingham, that's sorry, it's you. No, I would just say, get out the way. Well, Edinburgh gets a red weather warning. So, yeah, that's tonight, 3 p.m. from 3 p.m. Wow. What I'm gonna do is, when I go to get my chips, I'm gonna take some pictures of what it's like here. So guys, for me, in Discord, and if you put it in the text room, yeah, just drop it in the text room of what the weather is like where you guys are, and I'll drop mine in when I come back from getting the chips, and I'll even take a picture of outside the chip shop to prove that I've actually been, because you've now got me. Lee, how are you? You've now got me into that thing where I'm going to get my coat on, I'm going to put my woolies on, I'm going to go out and get some chips now, because that's what you've got me into. All from the sake of doing a bloody fishing game. What is that all about? I will take some tomorrow for sure. No problem. Just drop them so that we can understand how bad the weather is where other people are. Pray for me, I'm in Edinburgh. Alex, wow. Wow. And I know that you guys are getting it really, really bad. So I totally understand. We need to pray for our brothers and sisters in Scotland. Already have. Do you know what, Empire? You've got far... Jeez. Oh, mine's not that bad. You've got far too much time on your hands, you know. Yeah. That doesn't look good. No, that don't look good at all. I'll get some taken and I'll drop mine in. I've got this. You're all right, Lee. All under control. All under control, sir. We've got it all. It's all under control, and we're going to make sure. What I want to do as well, guys, is I want to make sure that... Yeah, and it is. This is where I want to make sure that we have got a party of guys that if somebody is stranded, that we can make sure that we get to them and we get them saved. We are not having anybody snowed in this year. Oh, Kets has put... Wow. So that looks bad, Kets, where you are. That's outside the door. Yeah, you guys have got far more snow than what I've got. The 50+ rescue squad. Kets, thank you very much. Because we are on. I'm looking at the pictures that people are putting out. Yeah, what you've put there, Kempy, the picture I'm looking at where you are, Kempy, is exactly what it's like where I am. Well, we're not that far from each other anyway, so I couldn't expect any more. Yeah, no, they're looking good, guys. Thank you very, very much for that. They're looking good. At least we can keep a check, excuse me, on what the weather's like everywhere else. That might be a bit of a problem with me as I'm in the States. Well, you ain't going to have snow, and I know that when the Americans have bad weather, wow, it is bad. We don't get it half as bad as the Americans get it. So, with me talking, that's taken that to 17.38 and that one to 16. Mine's not that bad. I could show the webcam outside, but I'm not. Not going to do that. Right, okay, so I need to get these back. Let's get these picked up. Yeah, let's get these just picked up now. Let's swing it around. Power on. So we're just turning around in the harbour. Differences. Yeah, it affects a lot though, don't it? Because but the idea though, Kets, we're not used to it over here. We've got we've not had it the way that if we ever had it how the States had it, this country would come to a standstill. Because I was reading the paper the other day and it was a little bit shocking that people are clearing shelves in supermarkets as if they're frightened to put a pair of Wellington boots on, a thick coat, a scarf and a hat and go out there and do something about it. They just panic buying as if they're going to be snowed in. It's just crazy how we look at things. Yeah, I'm going to go out in it to get some food. And if I get snowed in, tell you what, I'll eat the chips before I die. Just one of them things. So that's how it is, you see. Just one of those things, that's what it's all about. Well, if you look at Nottingham itself, Kets, Nottingham is in a valley. That's why if we ever get the weather really bad, anybody else outside of Nottingham is getting it tenfold. It really is. That's how I judge the weather. Like if I know that back in, I think it was the late 80s, early 90s, Michael Fish, a weatherman, he turned around and said that the weather was going to be fine, it's going to be all this, and everybody got it so bad. If we get it bad in Nottingham, I know that everybody else is either snowed in and literally panic stations hits. Because Nottingham's kind of protected in a way because it is in the valley, so I'm trying to work out. Yeah, I need to be heading up that way. That's it. So if I head more or less that way, I should be set. Full speed ahead. Let's get these fish brought in again, guys. I've only ever known the weather to be that bad here, where we've literally not been able to... I've always made it to work, whatever happens, whether I've had to walk in the snow or whatever, because I only live probably 10 minutes away from where I work. That's the difference. Now I've got the good lady calling me, so just bear with me, guys. 1 second. The good lady is calling me. Right, guys, guess what? As we are speaking, right, my good lady has just called me and said that they are sending her home from work because the weather is that bad. She's driving now at 5 she's driving now at 5 miles an hour, and guess what I asked her to do? Oh, I am sad. No, listen. I did. I said, I'm horrible, aren't I? I says, you know, when you get into where we live, can you see if the chip shop's open and get me pie and chips? And she went, yeah. Yeah, they've had to send her. I'm horrible. Oh my God, I can't believe that. So I'll be posting pictures of what the weather's like here, but it'll be from my home rather than from the chip shop. Because she'll call in. I know. Don't, Kets. She's going to come home anyway. She's going to pass the chip shop. So why not? Schools are coming out early. Wow. It's only a bit of snow. What's wrong with people? So she's going to the chip shop for me. Where does she work? She's Kempy. She's Mansfield near Sutton. She works there. So that's how bad the weather is up that side, and that's more like heading, say, like coming from Sheffield way. She's Mansfield. 50 feet of snow is nothing. Not for me, it's not. Just my namesake. But it'll be nice to have her home anyway. That's good. It's probably going to take her about an hour or so if she takes her time. And if she forgets me chips, then she'll have to go back out. No, I didn't say that live on the stream. I did not say that. No, she'll look after me. But what I'm saying is I just said to her to drive careful. If, for instance, if she gets in and she's not able to go there, then I'll walk out and I'll go and get them. Clip it. Yep. It'll be all right. So it means if the weather's that bad, I might not be able to get to work tomorrow. Which I doubt it very much. No, the chip shop not be shut. No, the chippy won't be shut, believe you me. Because where the chip shop is, there'll be people working in offices and things like that. And it will not lose out on trade. And the people that own the chip shop live above it. So it's chips as normal. Chips as normal. I've got to turn that way, haven't I, to get into this. Chips as normal. You can't. You see, you guys have got me into chips now. That's what I'm talking about. Chips as normal. Right, slow down because I'm coming up on it now. I'll swing around that way. Then come in. That should bring me just level. What if they sell out of fish? I'll give them fish. They ain't going to sell out of fish. I've got plenty of fish here. I think I'm coming in the right way. Where's the other one? Oh no, I've got to go that way. I'm a trawlerman, remember. I've got plenty of fish. The only thing I haven't got is salmon. Right, I've got to pull back here. I've got to pull back because there's no way I'm going to get that line up and then go that way. Come on, 50, what are you doing? Here we go. We're on it. Right, now go forward slowly. Do it that way, at least I can see it better. Go forward. Don't think I'm going to get that. Just, wow, just got that one. I think what we have to be careful of as well though is that if the weather gets that bad, my internet is supplied through cable which is under the ground. And I know that yesterday when I was streaming, I don't know if it was down to the weather or something, but I was dropping a credible amount of frames. So the only thing I'm concerned about is looking at that. At the moment, everything is well above the level it should be, so that's going to be fine. Now there are people that are going to have different ways of their internet supply to them, which are streamers, and if the weather affects them, guess what, there's a lot of streamers out there that are using this as a lifeline. So yours is Sky, but is it Sky Fiber? Because that's the difference. When fiber freezes, do you mean ping? Now, well, not necessarily the ping, but how it's supplied, in the sense that if the cable gets wet or the cable gets too cold, it will not be able to sustain the internet going through it. That's what I meant, Dan Lands. Dan Lads, that's what I meant. Sky is overhanging lines. So you should be fine, but if it freezes, see, mine's Virgin as well. Look at this, 299. No, I wasn't aware that the internet affects FPS. Yeah, it does. Because your ping rate, what you've just said there, if the line gets too cold, they've actually stated that they won't be able to sustain internet, because mine was going up and down last night for some reason. And if it gets wet, waterlogged, what happens is you got these what do they call them? There's a name that they call them. They're the boxers. I don't know if it's a terminal or there's a name for it anyway. If it gets too cold, it's slow. Yeah, there we go. They'll explain it. It affects the internet. It's a weird thing. Well, that was good. That was bad. I need to push up on that one. That wasn't too bad. That was reasonable. It's getting over 3,000 that I want to try to do. Oh, I've done it. That wasn't bad. Oh, that was pathetic. Whoa. So, gutted 4.9997. Why did it just give me a round figure and go 5? Right, so we've managed to do that. I think I've got... Right, so I need to get out to... That's 16. That's 19. So I need to head for that one, which is 19 at the moment. The line, lol, you're sure you never worked as a road line marker in the car park? The colour gets us. It does though, but it affects it though, don't it? And I think it's more to do with the fact that I noticed last night when I was streaming that I lost about, I think it was 300 and something frames, which worked out to about 7 to 8%. Now what that does for you guys, it affects the way the stream comes through. The stream might have that circle in the middle when it's trying to generate. When I'm going at my normal rate that I'm doing now, you guys will get, wow, I'm full. Whoa, I need to head back to base. And look at the difference, how slow the ship's moving. Wow. So this is gonna, I might lose some fish here. Let me just work out where I'm heading. I need to turn back, turn completely around, get this lot off, and then we can get the other fish taken in. Oh dear, just seeing a car lost control on its side, my home at this, there you go. And I don't know if it affects mobile so much because of how that signal comes through on the mast. But to be honest guys, it's all about keeping you guys entertained, because when the weather's like this, you guys are going to sit in front of your PCs, which is good for streamers. It's great for streamers. It really is. For me, I enjoy it. That's why I thought I'd come on this morning. I enjoy it. And I want to be able to come back on tonight. Right, so this is going to take a while to come in, which then means that these, where is it? This one is going to go to about, I would say at least 23, 24, which is good, which will bring that one in line as well, which is, look, I've got 254,000. The idea today, which is what I said, I want to hit 400,000. So what I'm going to do is the speed that this is coming in now, I'm going to take a risk here, guys, and I'm going to leave that cheer hype while I nip to the ladies, and I'll be as quick as I can. You ready? Right, okay, so I now have to let you guys know what's going off here. I have just... No, I haven't gone to the chippy because on my way to the ladies, I happened to go into my living room. And honestly, guys, the weather out there is absolutely treacherous. It really, really is bad. I've looked, and if I look out now, I have had, in the space of me streaming to you guys, I must have had at least 2 to 3 inches of snow. It's blizzard out there, but I can understand why the good lady called me saying they sent her home. I'm still gonna go and see if the chip is open if she doesn't manage to get there, but I'm kind of worried now for her, in the fact that I know what my good lady's like, and she's driving home in this, and I know what it's like for her. But it is absolutely treacherous out there. It really is bad. So I'm kind of concerned now. And I am. But she's a good driver, I totally know that, and I would rather come straight home than go to the chip shop, to be fair. I'm just going to send her a message. Tell her, come straight home. I know what she'll do, because I know what she's like. But if I send her a message telling her to just come straight home, I don't mind walking out there and going to get something. And I know what she'll do. She'll say, I'll cook her something anyway. And I'll make sure I don't want to crash as well. Sorry about this, guys, but right. You know what? When you want to do something right, and it thinks that you're trying to, because you've put a full stop somewhere, it thinks it's a link. There we go. Right, so that's gone. Right. Oh, do you know what, Kemp? Get out of it. That, do you know where you got that picture from? It is not showing the ground at all. It is not showing the ground in any way whatsoever. That's just showing straight up into the sky because the sun is shining, which I'll give it credit, but it's not melting anything. But what I've just looked at outside, the snow, yeah, it's blizzardish. So I don't know what you're looking at, young man. Mr. T, how are you? Hello. Ordered your PC. Oh, very happy. Wonderful. 16 gig. Oh, that's good. That's nice. HDD. Yeah, that's brilliant, that is. And 1 monitor. With the monitor you've got, that means I think you've got 2 monitors, so you'll be up to 3, which is nice. How are you anyway? And we're just having a weather thing here at the moment. We're all concerned about the weather. Have a look where I am. It's a slow journey, that is, look. And this is hit 21 hours. That's hit 18. I need to get to that one. Well, that's nice. 2 times 27 inch. Oh, that's good. That's going to be good. Because you can have multiples. Just bear with me, guys. I just want to do something. Right, I'm back. Just under 1,800. That's not bad though, that isn't. That's not too bad, I suppose. Gave your wife the PC. If you're going to get that, I would have tried. Well, it's up to you, and you know what my feed is like. I would have tried to do a streaming PC or something with it. That's what I would have tried to do. But my wife, if I gave her a PC, she would probably, honestly and truthfully, probably use it as a door wedge. That's probably what she'd do. She would probably go, oh, I'll use that to keep that door open between the kitchen and your room. Oh, brilliant. Oh, there you go then. Yeah, my good lady's not into anything like that. If she looks at my PC, she likes what I've got, I'll give you that, but she loves what I've got. Right, 50 jumping off. See you tonight for fishing. Yep, Kets, I will see you tonight for fishing. Not a problem, matey. Thank you very much. I'm going to just bring this slot in. Oh, guess what? Game's crashed. Did I hit something? Yep. See? My game's crashed. Oh dear. Now, although it's early access, we still can't complain about anything because look, it's been working fine. I'm not going to put it down to anything else. I've got internet, I've got this, that's running in the background fine. So I'm going to do that. It's all running good, don't worry. Off to work soon, so much shoots. Yep, not a problem, sir. I don't know what that is, but it's loading up now. It's just had to restart the thing. The Peter just crashed. Not going to blame the weather or anything. Blame Kets. Yeah, Kets went, oh, Kets, what did you do? Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do my PC. Look what you've done, kid. Yeah, I'll blame him for that. That's his fault. We're loading up, guys. That's what she said. Well, all I want to do is get these in, get this lot in, look at the money that I've got, and take it from there. That's all I want to do. That's all I'm interested in at the moment. Because that will give me some decent money. And hopefully, if I can get the new... Let's get that turned off. If I can get the new trawler, then that's going to be perfect for me. That is. That's all I want. That new trawler. I think it was the 400,000 one. I'm going to try and go through each stage as well, which is going to be nice. And I can then understand the game a bit better. So I'm just waiting for Steam to load up. I do not set Steam as a startup. I load it myself, guys. The less you have in the startup, the quicker the PC loads up, as you can see. We'll close that. And we will go. Load up the game again and see what happens. Just load it up and see if the game crashes again. Although I've not had this game crash on me, to be honest. But I think I hit something. I think I was moving something and I hit a button, so I'm going to put it down to that. Or put down to that the game's having an update. You know what would make me laugh? Some of these games actually update while you're playing them. And that sometimes causes the game to crash. I don't know. Now, I hope this has got an automatic save on it. Let's hope it's got an automatic save. Yeah, it is, Alex. It is incredibly bad out there, mate. Oh, please say that it's saved. 264. It must have saved something. Right, let's see where let's see what's gone off here, guys. Let's see what's gone off. Let's click all. Well, for me, no. I've still got the 264, but what it's not done is it's not saved what I had out. I think that's right, isn't it? Because I was bringing one in. It has auto save, but I can. Yeah, I think. Let me just go into that. Let me just see what that auto save was set for first, because I want to option. No, it will be at the beginning of the game. They won't open the menu. Yeah, exit to the menu. I just want to see that. Options. No. Where is the autosave then? Foxy, I am doing fine. I've just had a game crash, that's all. Well, I'll continue anyway, because what I'll do, we've still got the money. We haven't lost the money, so that's fine. I'm not worried. We haven't lost the money. That's fine. The fish, I can always get back again. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is just look at that. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna lay these ones out, put these out. That's what I'm gonna do. Where's this back in? That was weird. That was how the game just decided. Do you know what? I don't want to know. Let's get this out. I'm going to drop these guys, get them dropped out there, and then I'll probably end up closing off at this. Yeah, it makes you laugh. The sun is out, isn't it? It does make you laugh though. The sun comes out, yet the weather's still bad. And I think when you look at this, all species, yeah, we'll do this just outside here. Motoring along this thing is now, it's got no weight on it. That would have brought me so much fishing, that would as well, you know. It really would have done. Why it decided to go and play slivogs on me, I'll never know. We'll do the 1,000 here. Meters. Right, so that will drop now. Okay, that's that one gone. Then what we'll do, we'll head straight. I'm going to drop another one as well, a bit further down. And the reason I'm going to do that is because try and get what I can out of this. We'll drop the 250 in a bit here. Turn it that way just slightly, so we're on a bit of an angle. Drop that one there. Right, so that's all them lines out, and then we'll save it, because for me, I don't know why it didn't save, so we're going to save that. And what I'm going to have to do, guys, now is I am going to close the stream, because it is 3 hours. I'm starving to death here now, and I need to find out what's up with my good ladies as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if anybody out there that I can move you guys over to, who is worth having you guys. Let's have a look who's out there streaming at the moment. At the momentum. We just try this. We just try this. But sure.
There we go.
Right, okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is take you over to.
There we go.
Right, okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is take you over to. Right, okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is take you over to. Checking some. Right. Right, guys, going to take you over to Gems the Dizzle, who is streaming at this moment in time. Guys, thank you very, very much for staying with me. I am going to play you all out. Right, guys, tonight. Over to Gems the Dizzle, who is tonight we are doing Fishing Planet, and it is a winner takes all. All it is a bit of fun where what we're going to do is we're doing it on the weight of the fish caught. So I will see you at 7 o'clock. Have a good afternoon. Goodbye, guys. You ready?
You ready?
The 50 plus game. The 50 plus game. The 50 plus game.